Is this heaven?
No, dog, you're on the cold store.
The cross-country trip's absolutely awesome. It's the only one like it of its kind in the world. We fly into LA and we play baseball all the way across from New York. And through different years, we've taken Route 66 across, we've taken I-80 across through the Rocky Mountains. This next year we'll start off and start on Route 66 again, and we'll head down to the Grand Canyon, out to the Petrified Forest National Park, play in Albuquerque, swing up through Kansas, play in Kansas City, up through Omaha, out to the Field of Dreams, into Milwaukee, Chicago, South Bend, Cleveland, out through Niagara Falls and Cooperstown in New York City. So kids are really going to get a chance to see what it's like to see the entire country at the same time play baseball along the way. And through a 17-day span, we're going to play 17 to 19 games. So there's going to be a couple of full days off of driving where we're going to get on the road and drive for 8 to 10 hours and maybe even have to play a game after a 6 to 8 hour drive. This past year we showed up in LA and some of our 13 and 14-year-olds got a chance to see what an 85 to an 87 mile an hour fastball is all about. And you play some of these teams from California or Texas and you're really seeing what a lot of our 18-year-olds will see. So it's a good experience for these kids to see what it's like to play with the very best players in the world. After Los Angeles, we headed up to Vegas and played on the Big League Dreams Park. And then we cruised through Utah and the Rocky Mountains through Rocky Mountain National Park and pulled up into Norfolk, Nebraska for a couple games, and then also into Omaha. And then we had a chance to play on the Field of Dreams this year, which is one of the most incredible experiences we've ever had as an organization. After the Field of Dreams, we headed up to Milwaukee, played a few games there, drove down to Chicago, caught a minor league game there, and then out to South Bend. And after that, we caught another big league game in Cleveland, played in Niagara Falls, and cruised out to Cooperstown to the Baseball Hall of Fame, and finished up in New York City with a couple games against Harlem. Well, even on the cross-country trip, we get a chance to play on some college fields. And this year we got a chance to play on the Field of Dreams, which is one of the most epic experiences I think any of our kids have ever had, to be able to play on a movie set and come out of the cornfields and step onto a field that is one of the most renowned fields in the world was a pretty incredible experience. Play on some really old fields as well. I have a chance to play on some fields that are almost 100 years old that were stadiums back in the 1930s and 1940s. In Norfolk, Nebraska, we had a local broadcast company that showed our games live on local TV as well as on the internet, so that all of our families back home would get a chance to see their kids that weren't able to make the trip. Well, the important thing about this trip is to focus on baseball, first and foremost, but at the same time we get a chance to do some family outings as well, hang out in some of the national parks, and even on the Field of Dreams we got a chance to mix in some of the dads, and they got a chance to play with their own sons out on probably one of the most epic fields in the world.